1.11.a.
Okay, right. Gee, so right after some time we have like we can discuss the homework worksheet as well. Before that, I'm just moving forward because we are getting late. Okay, so the same topic, okay, we were talking about the solutions, solubility, saturated solutions, unsaturated solutions, right? And there are many other terms as well that we need to talk about. Then yesterday we talked about solubility of different things, like what is solute, what is solvent, right? And then their definitions at which of the things make the saturated solution and unsaturated solution as well. Okay, so right.
Just a minute.
Okay, my screen is already shared with you. I hope so you all can see the screen.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm going to share it again and I'm going to just open the worksheet and the things that we have to discuss today. Okay, Tawassal, beta, please mute yourself. Mute yourself. Okay, so basically our objective for today is that we are going to discuss it how concentration of a solution relates to how many particles of solute are present. Like whenever we are talking about concentration, so to whom we are going to address, it's the particles of solute that are present in a specific volume of the solvent. Okay? And then the second thing that we are going to talk is to describe the diffusion of gases and liquids, like how the diffusion happens in the case of movement of particles. Right. So, wait. Right. So, moving towards, like, I would be asking, I would like to ask from anyone that can you define the solution simply? What is the solution? Yes, anyone can tell me what is the solution? Gee, Waleed, you can unmute yourself and please tell me what is the solution? Okay. I think Waleed is not there. Hamdan. Yes, you can tell me what is the solution, beta?
Can I tell?
Gee.
Ma'am, a solution is a liquid mixture um uh
Yeah. Yes, a liquid mixture.
Ma'am, can I tell?
Gee, Hamdan, can you? Yes, please tell me what is the solution? Simple, I am asking
Ma'am,
the
it is a
definition of
mixture.
solution from. Hmm.
Ma'am, it is a mixture of two or more substances that are mixed together.
All right. That are mixed together. And what makes up the solution? Obviously, we are talking about solvent and solute, right? Okay. My screen is already shared with you. Can you see some of the definitions that are given? Because we are going to practice one of the like Quizlet. So in that you need to go through these definitions. Okay. So here is a simple definition for solution. Yes, from you, anyone, like I would be preferring obviously one by one. So yes, Inaya, can you unmute and please read the definition of solutions?
solutions. Type of mixture in which all components are evenly distributed.
All right. And solubility definition is also like visible to you. The ability of one substance to dissolve in another at a given temperature, we can say, and a pressure expressed in terms of the amount of solute that will dissolve in given amount of solvent to produce a saturated solution. Okay. Then down we are also having some of the definitions. I just want you to go through these definitions, and later on I will be sharing these definitions as well in your group. Okay, you need to memorize these all definitions. अच्छा, solvent, that is a liquid substance capable of dissolving other substances. ठीक है. Solute, the substance that is dissolved in a solution, you are already aware of it. Aqueous solution is that type of solution in which solvent is only water. Like solvent can be another liquid as well. So if solvent is water, it means it's aqueous solution. Saturation, the act of soaking thoroughly with the liquid, is called saturation. Supersaturation, a solution that contains more solute, like we have created a super saturated solution as well. Okay. Then a new term for you is effervescence. What is this? The process of bubbling as gas escapes. We also need to talk about this term today. Okay, and molarity. I got these two terms from your curriculum, but basically that were not used in your book. So we are going to talk about in detail that what is this process. Molarity is the concentration measured by the number of moles of solute per liter of solvent. Mixture, a substance consisting of two or more substances mixed together, not in fixed proportions and not with chemical bonding. Then it's molality. One is molarity and one is molarity. As it was given in your curriculum, so maybe we would be having a chance that in any of the resource they are from your curriculum, so they can come in your paper. You should be aware. Okay, suspension. Achha, first of all, we need to talk about molarity. Okay, so please, obviously one by one, not all of you, can you just understand that what is the definition of molarity and what comes in your mind by looking at this definition? Can you just share with me?
Ma'am, soft.
Okay. Anyone else? Anyone else? Molarity definition is written on your screen that I have shared. Can you just simply define it in easy words? Obviously definition is that is written over here, like it's the concentration of number of moles of solute. What is the meaning of moles over here?
Ma'am, particles.
Okay. Yes, he is right. Moles in the case is maybe a number of particles of solute that are dissolved in per liter of solvent. So that's called the molarity of solution. Okay? So what is molality? What is molality then? Okay.
Ma'am, molar concentration.
All right. Anyone else, please raise your hand who wants to give me the answer. Obviously, that's the definition. It's written over here. And good to see we have 14 students today. Yes. So, yes, I'm done. Please share.
Ma'am, is molarity the concentration of solute in a given solvent?
Yes, that's the molarity. I'm talking about molality. And which of the difference can you observe between these two? What is molality? Now I'm on second term. Beta, molarity is just a concentration of like how many number of particles of solute are dissolved per liter of solvent, right? But molality is the concentration of solute only, that how many particles are concentrated. If we are just talking about the concentration of solute, including the per liters of solvent. Okay, so it would be molality, right? And if we are comparing the concentration of solute with the per liter of solvent, so that can be molality. Okay, and you know they both are having the different formulas, but at this like point, just to let you know, because obviously these formulas are not for you and it will not be coming in your paper. But you know, okay, molarity has the formula of like moles of solute, simple particles of solute. If we are dividing them in per liters of solution, okay, this is called molarity. But the moles of solute, if they are divided by kilograms of solvent, okay, not a liter of solvent, it's just like we are measuring them in per kilograms of solvent, so it's called molarity. ठीक है, and जो mass होती है, how to calculate the mass percentage, obviously if we are talking about the mass percentage of solute, so what would be the percentage, like how we find out the percentage, simply mass of solute divided by total mass of the solution, like we used to do for marks as well, and multiplied by 100. Simple, this is how we can get the percentage. Okay, suspension mixture of water and non-dissolved materials is called suspension. Solubility curve, a graph indicating the solubility of a particular solute at different temperatures. What are heterogeneous mixtures? What are homogeneous mixtures? Let's go through the definitions of these. A mixture in which pure substances are unevenly distributed throughout the mixture. They are the types of it. Could anybody from you tell me the definition, like any example of heterogeneous mixtures? You can please unmute yourself and speak up, because I'm sharing my screen so I cannot see you are raising your hands. Ji, please.
Oil
Any
and
example of
water.
heterogeneous mix? Sorry, Hamdan, I didn't get it.
Oil and water.
Oil and water can be the example of heterogeneous mixture. Okay. And what about homogeneous mixtures?
Salt and water.
Sugar and water.
Okay. Okay, so it means that homogeneous mixtures can also be the types of solutions, isn't it? Because in a
Yes.
solution there is also equal and uniform combination of like different composition of all of the solutes, like they are composed evenly, right? Acha, heterogeneous mixture, some examples that I can tell you from our daily life, it can be vinegar that we are using, salad. If do you know salad is also the type of heterogeneous mixture, right? And there are also many like puddings and any other things that we use in our daily life that can be the example of heterogeneous mixtures. Okay, and you know homogeneous, you were right, sugary water, like we mix sugar in water, that is also homogeneous mixtures, right? And many of the liquid soaps, they are also the example of homogeneous mixtures. Precipitate, do you know what is the meaning of precipitate?
Ma'am, the solid particles present in a mixture.
Okay, the solid particles, and how we can separate that solid particles, Ahmed?
And because it has reached the solubility, so the remaining particles are being precipitated.
All right, you are right. I'm just talking about that how we can separate these solid particles from solution. What are the different methods that we can use to separate the solid
Ma-
particles from solution?
Ma'am, by
Ma'am,
boiling the
evaporation.
solution.
G.
Ma'am, evaporation.
Yes, evaporation. We can evaporate because solutions cannot be like separated by any other. Like we have different methods of separation, sieving maybe, filtration, evaporation. So evaporation is used for solution, right? Filter paper is also used to separate the mixtures, right? But for solution we are using. So the remaining over part is called a precipitate, like that. Like if salt is present in water, so how we can separate? We can evaporate the water, water will be evaporated, and the leftover would be your precipitate. All right. Yes, Tawassal, you are raising hand. Do you want to say something? Okay, my screen would be unshared. I'm just opening the test, and obviously, I would be taking the names of the students who have to give me the answers, so they can just unmute and give me the answers for that. I'm going to share my screen again after opening that test. And this test is whole related about these definitions that we have just done now. I'm just going to share my screen with you again, and there are some questions that you would be able to see. You also need to tell me the correct options, and you also need to tell me the reason that why you have selected that. Okay. Yes. All right, I have shared my screen. You can see the first question on your screen, right? Um, yes. So the substance that is dissolved in a solution, what is this called? They have given the option. You just need to tell me that is it true or is it false, okay? And you, if it is false, so I would be like I would be asking from you that what should be the correct statement, okay? Because in our paper, as we have to move according to the paper pattern, so it's like that you should be aware. If the statement is false, so you have to correct it, all right? And how we can correct it? Okay, let me see. Ji, Ahmed Wakar, can you unmute yourself? Ahmed Wakar, are you there? Please unmute yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yes, Waleed. Okay, Waleed, you can unmute.
Ma'am, it's true.
It's true. Why do you think it's true? And please reflect on it again. If it's true, the substance that is dissolved in a solution is called solvent. That's
Yes,
true.
ma'am, because the solvent is the substance that dissolve in the solution.
All right. Acha Waleed, now I ask you to reflect, but I know that you didn't reflect. Okay. Okay, so I would be asking from Manal. Yes, Manal, please unmute yourself.
Ma'am, this is false. The substance that is
Okay.
solution
Ji, Manal is saying it's false. Manal, can you correct it, beta?
substance solved in a solution is called solute.
Okay. Ji, Waleed, what are you saying now? Is he right? A substance that is dissolved in a solution is called solute, not solvent. Okay? So, yes, she is right. It's solute. This was false. Okay. So, we are moving towards the second question. It was false, basically. Okay. Yes, Ahmed, you can unmute yourself. Ahmed bin Makaram. And definition solubility curve. A solution that contains more solute than it takes for saturation. What do you think? It's true or it's false?
Ma'am, I can't see the screen you are showing.
You can't see the screen. Okay. Not all of you can see the screen, beta, or
Ma'am, it is
No,
please
false
ma'am.
acknowledge.
because ma'am, it is a saturated solution that contains the more amount of solute than the solvent.
Okay. So you are saying this statement is false?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Let me just see. Yes, it was false. He is right. G. Next definition, the ability of one substance to dissolve in another at a given temperature and pressure expressed in terms of the amount of solute that will be dissolved in a given amount of solvent to produce a saturated solution. Is it solubility? So, Tathir Fatma, yes, please unmute yourself and tell me.
Ma'am, I think it's correct.
You think it's true? Yes, Waleed? What do you say? It's true or false?
True. True, ma'am.
Okay, it's true. Acha, I can't understand Ahmed Wakar. Ahmed Wakar, please don't play with your like different types of tabs, beta. Stop doing it. What's going on? When I'm just calling you and you are not attentive, and please stop playing with your tabs. You don't have to do anything. Your teacher is there to do. And just let me tell you, your meeting is being recorded. Okay, so yesterday it was also being recorded, and I got many of the concerns related to that. So please be careful while using your languages. Okay, so that he is saying it is true, right? I'm going to select the option. Okay, next, a solution that contains more solute than it takes for saturation. Yes, Hamdan. Please unmute yourself and tell me, is it true or false?
Ma'am, it's false.
Okay, it's false, obviously. And what is aqueous solution? Will you recall the definition of that?
Ma'am, aqueous solution has only water for solvent.
Yes, good. Where we are having water as a solvent, it's called aqueous solution, right? G. A mixture in which pure substances are unevenly distributed throughout the mixture. Okay, as we're joined now, when the time is going to be over. A mixture in which pure substances are unevenly distributed throughout the mixture. Yes, Inaya Kamran, please, are you there? So unmute yourself and share the answer. Is it homogeneous mixture or heterogeneous mixture? Ji, Tawassel, you want to give the answer? Please tell me. Is it homogeneous
Ma'am,
mixture or heterogeneous?
it's true.
It's true.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yes, Waleed, you are raising hand. Please tell me.
It's false.
It's false. So what should be the correct statement, beta? Ji, Waleed, what should be the correct statement then, if it is false?
Can you remove this step?
Yes. Hmm. G. Hamdan. You are raising hand. Please tell me.
Ma'am, I think it should be heterogeneous mixture.
Yes, it is false. And the correct statement would be a mixture in which pure substances. Yeah, it's heterogeneous mixture. All right. So after that we have second period of history. All right. So what I can do? It's basically 16 questions and the time is over, going to be over just. So this like test link I will be sharing in your group as well for your homework. You can complete the test, go through all of the questions, and please think like that if the statement is wrong, so what should be the correct one statement? That will be helping you, okay? And like we are still having 5 minutes, so we can go through for some of the questions, and which of the questions are left, we can just complete them uh, as your home task. Okay. Yes, solutions mixture of water and non-dissolved materials. Okay, so what about like Jafar is also in the meeting. Okay, Sameer is also in the meeting. So can you both unmute yourself and please tell me, because you didn't tell any one of the answer. Okay, Jafar is not there, only Sameer. He has left the meeting. Okay, Sameer, are you there?
Uh,
Okay, yes, sir, you can tell us for solutions. G. Okay, Hamdan, you can unmute. Anyone can unmute and tell me, because now quickly we are just going to go through in 4 minutes, and then I'm going to end up the
for
meeting. So, okay, mixture of water and non-dissolved materials is false. All right, a liquid
False.
substance capable of. It was false. A liquid substance capable of dissolving other substances. Is it solute?
no, ma'am. Yes, sir. For it's solvent.
Solvent.
For
Yeah, it's
yes, ma'am.
solvent.
It's for
All right.
it's for
The act, the act of soaking thoroughly with the liquid, is it saturation?
yes, ma'am. Yes,
Okay,
Yes,
it's
ma'am.
true.
so you are saying this is true.
Yes.
Yes, that is true. Mixture of water and non-dissolved materials.
Um, saturation.
Okay. Yes, Sathi, please speak up better. No need to raise hand, you can just unmute yourself and speak up. I'm just going to
Ma'am,
wind it up in 3 minutes, so please speak up. Ji,
ma'am, saturation.
it's saturation. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
let me just select.
Ma'am.
Right. Separate as a fine suspension of solid particles.
Precipitate. Mm,
Precipitate, ma'am.
precipitate.
Precipitate, or
Precipitate.
all right. A solution in which the solvent is water.
Aqua solution. Aqua solution.
Yes, aqueous. A
Aqua
substance
solution.
consisting of two or more substances mixed together, not in a fixed proportions and not with chemical bonding.
Suspension.
Yeah.
Suspension. Suspension solution.
The process of bubbling as gas escapes. Do you remember what was this definition?
Effervescence. Effervescence.
Information.
Yes, effervescence. Right, effervescence. G. Concentration measured by the number of moles of solute per liter of salt.
Molarity.
Polarity.
Molarity.
Molarity.
Molarity. Molar. Yes, molar concentration in a solution is called
Molarity.
Polarity.
molality. Any combination of substances that has uniform composition and properties, a mixture that is uniform throughout. Is it homogeneous mixture?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Acha, I will be sharing same link beta for you as your home task as well. So go through all of these definitions again and then attempt your test and then submit your test and then you will be able to know that how many were the correct options and how many were the wrong. Okay. So you can just go through it through your Google and have it. So after that, right, we are having a history class. Okay. So I'm just sharing the link and right after 5 minutes we will be there for our history session. All right. Thank you so much all of you for joining. Good to see you all and I'll see you after 5 minutes. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. See you after 5 minutes.
Khudafiz.
Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz, ma'am.
Allah Hafiz. See you after 5 minutes. Allah Hafiz.